Okay.
Okay, that should be better.
Can you hear me now? Sound like a commercial. Can you hear me now? How do I move this box so I can... There we go. How's everybody doing? Since you didn't hear me, I'll repeat myself to you. November 15th.
Yeah.
It's my son's birthday today.
Now they can hear us. Fantastic.
My son's birthday. 23 years old. Can you believe I have a 23-year-old? I remember saying that to my mom. I forget what age, but I said, Mom, can you believe I have a 15 and a 20-year-old? She's all, I got a 45 and a 50-year-old. I'm like, wow, you do. Because they never stop being your kids, huh? To a parent, huh? But I love my babies. I hope he'll come down and say hi to us before he heads off to work. So we'll see if he does. And hi, Sarah. She is a member. Yes. Hi, Easy. She's a member. You can see because he got those wings there. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Ann. You know what? I got a little bit of homework for all you guys. Can you help me with something? I decided that I want to put "Stay Uplifted" on my Toyota truck on the license plate as a personal license plate. Okay. I think you can get 7. I think it's 7. Is it 7 or 8? So I think it's 7. I think you get 7 letters. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
It's 7.
7. And I don't know how to abbreviate "Stay Uplifted" in a personalized license plate so someone that is behind me can understand exactly what it says. The best thing I came up with, and actually I didn't come up with it. My friend of mine did. Dylan came up with it. He said, put on the license plate itself "Uplifted," and then go around the license plate frame and put "Stay."
That's not a bad idea.
But I just would like it all on the plate if I could get it. So if you guys can help me with that, I'd greatly appreciate it. Your brain's working. My brain's been working all day on this damn thing.
Yeah, my gears are turning too. I can't think of anything.
Okay, so what's the announcements?
Just that they're ask Chris questions live through the 20th.
Okay, well,
That's
ask me through the 20th. Okay, that's great. And let's see. Hi, Victoria. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Jelly Belly. Hi, Eagle. Hi, Anthony. That's a member. Hi, Ducky2. Hi. These glasses are not as strong as they should be, by the way. Hi, Melinda. Hi, Dana. Hi, Norma. Hi, Barb. Hi, Special K. That's a cereal. Hi, Barb. Hi, Catherine. She's a member. Okay, let's answer some questions.
Samantha says, I'm just wondering where I'll meet my next boyfriend.
Location. I think you're going to go in to pay a bill, and you have to go in because you have to get it by that day, or otherwise it would be late. So I think you're paying a bill. I don't know if he's helping you with the bill or he's in line with you to do one of his own, but it'll be in that type of a setting. It pretty much rolls out bars, nightclubs, and dating services, though.
Barb says, hi Chris, God bless you and your family/employees for the good that you do. Is my niece's procedure going to have a good outcome? No cancer?
I believe it's going to go well. I think there's going to be a little bit of treatment, but everything is going to be really good. She's very strong-willed, that one. Very, very, very strong-willed. Wonder where she gets that from.
Rena says, I want to start school. Is it going to work out?
Yeah, but I think because this COVID thing and doing some of the stuff that you're going to be doing online, you're not going to be as into it as if you were actually going to the school, physically being there. In some ways it's convenient, in some ways it's harder. So I think it'll be really the following year when you actually can go and take the class. I think you'll just enjoy that a lot better, but you'll pass, so that's the main thing.
Anthony says, hi Chris, I know you're not a doctor, but can you tell me if my brother's back surgery on his L5-S2 vertebrae will go okay?
Yeah, I think they may what do you call it when you seize it, or what is it called? Fuse it, when they fuse it together. I think they're going to fuse a little bit to it. A little bit of mobility, not much, will affect it, but I think he'll be out of discomfort and out of a lot of pain. So, gosh, that's got to be real painful.
Tricia says, "Hi Chris, with everybody being born with abilities, what abilities was I gifted with? I'd like to work on enhancing them."
You're empathic, but be careful with that too. Just take all your necessary precautions. Like every morning when I get up, I just say, please God, surround me in the white light of the Holy Spirit, amen. And I haven't gotten a hiccup in 38 years in my practice. So just protect yourself like that. That's all. Anything that comes to you just turns around and goes right back to the center. So it's not a big deal.
Sarah says, "My 5-year-old wants me to ask you what he'll do for a living when he's older."
That's really cute. I do believe, like this tiny house movement thing that's going on right now. It's not that, but it'll be something in that vein. It'll be modular homes, and to where a lot of the home is built on their site, and then they move it to the destination and put it up. So he'll be in charge of that kind of stuff, and going down the highway where you have that wide load thing and all these lights and things, and got to get around the corners and stuff. So he'll love it though. He can't sit at a desk job. He's not going to be able to do that, but he'll make a lot of money doing this, so that's great.
Smeg says, "When will my grandmother Geneva graduate to the other side? She has dementia."
It's always between the individual and God, but I just don't think that she wants to be here right now at this point in time. I would say February or March of this 2021. Hi, Maria. I see her.
Ducky says, "Will our schools COVID lockdown again?"
Yeah, I believe they'll lock down for a little bit. Not much. When we get to the first year, it'll lighten up a lot.
Teresa says, "Hi, I just wanted to know if I'm pregnant."
No, but I think if you don't cross your legs and if you're not doing nothing, then you're not going to get pregnant. But if you're doing something, I think you're going to get pregnant before the end of the year, and that's like what now basically, because there's just like 5-6 weeks. That's quick. You work fast. Take your pregnant vitamins.
Victoria says, "You said my husband is communicating with Brenda. Will I have proof soon? Because my husband will deny it. Thank you."
Well, you don't trust your husband on a lot of different counts. So what are you doing? You either gotta kind of get off this, or you need to divorce him. So I don't think I think you'll get half the truth with everything, as you have done. He's not really going to ever change. So you have to just let him be himself and do what he's doing, or you have to file for a divorce. But I wouldn't let this keep like nagging at you and aggravating you, because let's say you caught him red-handed. He's going to do this. Then what are you going to do? Say you did it? Well, I mean, come on. So you either got to let this go, or you should get into counseling. If you can get him to go, I think that would be a lot to do. But he's not going to change there. So you have to either let him be himself, or you got to go your own way.
Maria says, "When will work call?"
When will work call? I would say about the 8th or 9th of January.
Kelly says, "Will this COVID end soon?"
Pretty soon, because people are taking much more precautions and things, thank God. About the end of the year, things will be tidying up pretty good. There'll still be some, but we're getting the hang of it now.
Mari Lopez says, "Chris, should I leave my job or stay?"
You should stay right now, but ultimately you should leave. If you had another job that you could take the place of this job, I would say leave in a heartbeat, because it's just not working for you there, and the management doesn't work for you, and there's a lot of conflict. It almost reminds me of like junior high school. So you got to get out of there. There's no doubt about it. But I think a better time to do it is probably April or May of next year, because you'll have a job and you'll be able to quit one and just go right into the other one, so you won't miss a beat. So that's the way I do it.
Pamela says, "Hi Chris, would I do well working from home or starting an online business?"
If you start the online business, I would start it, I would say, the end of summer of this year. Working from home, I think that would be great for you, because you set your own hours. You could do contract work, and I know you're going to shake your head no at me, but you should look into paralegal work. You're very smart, and you would have a lot of work, and you'd be able to make your own hours.
Sarah says, "My mother-in-law wants to know why she keeps dreaming of cruise ships every night."
Why she keeps streaming the cruise ships? Well, one, she liked to have a vacation. Two, she's always liked that movie, what's that, Titanic ship. And water makes her more peace and more tranquil, and just the mysteriousness of it. And she's been watching a lot of shows too. So all of it, the water, everything, she's just really into that. She likes it.
Carrie says, I was wondering, has my boyfriend cheated on me?
No. I think he's got eyes that wonder, but eyeballs wonder. That's not hands wondering or anything else wondering for that matter. So you've had a couple really bad relationships prior to him. It might be a good time now to not keep playing off an old tape and to kind of start fresh and kind of trust him until he gives you a reason not to, because that would make this relationship a whole lot better, because you're mono-focused on this 24/7.
Alice says, well, hi Chris, will I pass my real estate license on the first try?
No, you'll do it on the second try. And don't feel bad. I know people have taken that thing 15 times. Look at the first time as it's like a worksheet. You're going to have fun. You'll get really close, but you'll pass it the next time for sure.
Victoria says, when will the love of my life make a decision to plan a life with me?
Say that again. When will the love of my life make a decision
to plan a life with me?
Oh, I don't think for about 2 years, because you want this yesterday and they're happy with how things are right now. So you just have to give it time. You have to be patient.
Let's see.
I just can't believe I have a 23-year-old and I might have a 28-year-old.
Yeah, that must be so weird.
You know, it just comes upon you. It just really does. It just sneaks up and gets you. What's a senior citizen? Is that 56?
65, you know? I think.
Hey, I'll be 55 in February.
I said 65.
No, 65. No, guys, what's a senior citizen? I can get my ARP card and get a discount at Denny's Grand Slam or something.
Let's see. Nancy says, my husband left the house of December 2019. I believe he left the house with his ex-girlfriend. Will he return home, apologize? Will we have more kids?
No, he's not coming back. Let him go or file yourself, but you can't trust him, and it's basically over there. But I know you're upset about that, but I'm telling you, it's the best thing. And you'll start getting out after the first year. I think you'll meet somebody really wonderful about, I would say, August. And that's not that far. That's 2021, rather. And I think you'll be really happy. So just let things come in their own stride, okay?
Dana says, when will I be reunited with Piccolo and Pod again?
I don't think for a very, very long time. I would say maybe 3 decades or so. But I want to thank everyone for the memberships. I see a lot of viewers because they're in green. You notice that, Chris? And they got wings when they're members now. So I can distinguish them really good. I just want to thank you for supporting my channel, or our channel, because we're all here. Because it just ensures the fact that, you know, we can keep putting my mother's tapes out. We keep Chris here so I can get on this YouTube thing. You know, and if you guys were looking at us on Facebook, I had to take a picture of my driver's license, or he had to do it and show that I'm Chris Dufresne and doing that. So we couldn't get on Facebook today. But we're here on YouTube, and we'll try to do the Facebook next time. We're also going to be going on Wednesday, okay? And Sunday, right? We're going on this Wednesday. What time? 4 o'clock? Is it 4 o'clock?
Oh, I forget. I'll tell you.
You better check the post.
3 or 4, something like that.
Something like that. I'm pretty sure it's 4. Don't hold me to it. I don't see anybody that has worked out my license plate for me either, you guys. Come on now. Help me out.
I actually have one for you. Pamela says STYUP.
I have to write it. I can't do it. So just save that one.
Yeah, okay.
Is it a good one, Pamela? Tell me. Wait, I see it.
That's 8 letters.
I can't. It's going too fast. That's 8. We can only have 7, Pam. Come on.
8 letters are in some other states, but in California it's 7.
7 letters. It would be great if we could have, you know, like, I bought my daughter a Volkswagen Bug for fun. And she goes, her name's Angelia, but she goes by Iya, E-Y-A. So we put Iya, E-Y-A, with the picture of a heart, love, and then Bug. Because I remember Herbie the Love Bug back when I was a kid. I always watched that show. You know, you won't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, maybe there's a symbol like that stays uplifted. Stay up. No, I don't know. It's driving me crazy. You know, like my mother would always call me and say, Chrissy, what was that actor playing this part? And I'd be like, oh my God, really? We got to figure this out? It would drive us crazy until we figured out which person played the role in the movie. Yes, it would.
Judy says, will my son and daughter have a baby in the new year? A son and daughter-in-law, excuse me.
No, they'll have a baby in 2022. 2021's coming. Does that sound weird? Do you have anything planned for New Year's? You guys have anything planned for New Year's? What's your New Year's resolutions, you guys?
I don't celebrate New Year's, so nothing for me.
You're not going to have a New Year's resolution? Everyone has to have a New Year's resolution.
I don't have anything to do. I just sit at home.
Well, how about get a tan?
I would look terrible with a tan.
How do you know? Have you ever tanned? No, you haven't.
I tan naturally, kinda.
You tan like me. I gotta go out for 15 minutes and run my booty back in. Not my booty cat, my booty. Because I'll burn like a lobster.
I don't burn, really. I just kind of darken.
Oh, I burn. Oh, I burn. Boy, do I burn. I get really crispy.
Barb says, when do you see my father-in-law passing?
Well, I mean, it's very surprising that he's here right now because he's never really taken care of himself a day in his life. I'm going to give him closer to about 2 years, and I'm going to give him that because of how ornery and stubborn he is. So I think he's beaten most of all the odds now as it stands. So, do you Clorox all your stuff when you get it? You don't do that? I guess I kind of stopped doing that.
No.
I used to sit out in front of my porch and spray it all.
No, I never did any of that.
Yeah.
I heard some people doing it, but it didn't sound important to me.
Okay.
Anna says, what is my purpose? Like, what am I going to accomplish in life?
You got to get it done. It's mainly where you're just nurturing and caring and helping people in general. You're very, very, very much a people person. You could actually go to a airport or a park, just people watch all day and be kind of amused, kind of entertained. I people watch too, though. Do you people watch?
Somewhat.
You're too young to people watch. No, you're not a stereotype, you know. That's okay. More questions, guys.
Dawn says, can you tell me what the number 70 is in relation to me?
70 is relationship? I have no idea what that is. I can't, no. Sorry.
Maureen says, my aunt was diagnosed with a mass on her brain. Will she be okay?
She can't give up the will to fight. So there's going to be a lot of treatment here. And I think she's going to be okay for a while. Judy Bennett.
Judy says, do I need to get more brain surgery for my Parkinson's?
I think they could go in one more time, but it won't be as invasive as the last time. So it would be more minuscule in comparison to what you've done, but it would help a lot. So it's something to think about, absolutely. It's ultimately your choice, of course. But
let's see. Norma says, I've never Cloroxed or Lysoled my stuff. I think people have only ever done it with COVID.
Well, I did for a while there, but I kind of stopped doing it. I gotta get a chair or something to sit in. This couch is like...
It's too low.
It's getting uncomfortable. Actually, I got it because it's like the size of a twin bed.
Yeah.
So sometimes, you know, like if I'm sitting in my chair and do that, or I want to read or something like this, I can actually fit on the thing because I'm a chubby boy. You know? Don't you be laughing at me.
You can't make that joke and then not get mad at you and I laugh. That's funny.
Well, I mean, I don't like the couches where my feet are hanging over the sides. Like if I get in the bathtub, half of me is cold, half of me is warm.
I haven't taken a bath in like 10 years.
You know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. I used to think baths were for sissies, okay? And I turned on my bath water faucet and it came out like rust. And I made it a habit to go every day and turn the hot and cold on, and you know, because the first 10 years of my living in this house, I never turned the faucet on, okay? So I turned it on, and it rust. And then one time, it was like clear as could be. I'm like, hey, that looks kind of cool. I'm going to jump in. And I jump in, and I love baths.
I mean, they're fun. It's just
I gotta watch so I don't get my hair wet, but I got a little bounce.
Yeah, right. No, but like they're fun. It's just I'm too tall for 90% of bathtubs.
Really? I know.
It's terrible.
I know. I either got my waist in and my upper body, or my legs are in. I can't have both.
Yeah. So the only time I'll ever take one is if I'm at like a nice hotel with one that's tall enough for me.
You know what though? Is jacuzzis are cool.
Those are fun. I agree.
My jacuzzi here at the house, it's a saltwater pool. You think it's salty, but it's not. And the objective of that is you don't have to have as much chlorine, because I have eczema and I have really dry skin. I mean, if I sit on grass, I'll welt up with hives. I mean, if I get poison oak, I'm in the hospital. I mean, it's just a bad thing.
Here's a fun fact for you. I'm immune to poison oak.
Really?
It doesn't affect me.
I hate you. I talk about it and I start itching. I'm not kidding.
It's the best thing.
What? Poison oak?
No, not being immune to it. It doesn't bother me.
Man, I get poison oak every year. My dirt bike, when I was taking it from the container to the garage, I would be moving my dirt bike, and because the last time I went riding, I fell over in the damn poison oak, okay? It's still on the bike somehow, because every time I move that damn bike, I get it. I won't touch the bike with a 10-foot pole now.
I'll do it.
Oh, yeah, and then you'll pass it over to me and I'll get it.
You just have to wash it really well, like wax it and then cover it with a whole new layer.
It's a dirt bike. You don't wash it. It's a dirt bike.
I washed mine.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd that make you feel?
Really good.
Okay. I wash my cars, but the dirt bike, come on, it's a dirt bike.
Victoria says, are my sons bipolar?
Yes, I do believe so, but not significantly, just like a splash of it. So I would, get all that checked out, and the medication, I think they'll do really well. So hang in there with that.
Jessica says, does my cousin make it okay to the other side?
Absolutely, 100%, definitely. Look at all these emojis right here. Who's that person? I can't see it. Went away for me.
DC.
Hi, Sarah Brooks. She's a member.
GC says, hi, Chris. Am I ever going to talk to my Uncle Gerardo?
I don't think enough to really call it that, because you'll try to go with this and it just seems something just comes up and throws it into left field. So I would have to go with basically no, because you're not going to get a whole lot out of it.
Samantha says, should I let Chris back into my life? We aren't speaking right now.
No, because you don't trust the individual, so why would you? If you do it just as friends, but not as anything else, because you can't trust, you can't build a relationship, but you know that. I want to thank you guys again for being members with us and one big happy family. The membership's growing. We're trying to do the merge count. We're trying to figure it out now, because, no, actually, they're trying to figure it out. Tell me how it works.
Tracy says, when will I change jobs and what will I be doing?
I don't see that you're changing jobs. So I think you're going to keep doing what you're doing. But I do think you're going to get some work out of the house. And that it looks like it's going to be driving around. That's also with what you're doing your job too.
Anna says, can you please tell me if I'm in the right career or should I be doing something else?
Well, the only thing better than where you're at is being in business for yourself. So you could always do both. Otherwise, I would definitely stay put and do the business. I wouldn't just do the business. I'd do both if you're going to do it.
Somebody says try STY, an up arrow, and then LFD.
Okay.
For your license plate.
Where is that I can look at that now?
Like you want to see a website of it?
Willie! Come here! See if my son will come on real quick. Come here! Say hi to everybody!
I don't think he's going to play ball.
Will! Come here! Yeah. We're on live!
Christina says, when will I meet somebody new in my love life?
I would say the end of February, maybe first week of March.
Dolores says, will my son's present treatment help? Will he continue to drink?
I believe he will continue to drink. I don't think it'll be as often or as much quantity at the time. And then I believe that we give it about another year, and I think he'll completely stop altogether because he'll want to. So we're just about there.
Robin says, spray the bike down with alcohol.
I don't know why I didn't think of that.
I don't
Okay.
know if I'd do that.
Why?
It might rust or dissolve some of the plastics on it.
It's a dirt bike.
I don't know. I've
It's
never
a
seen your
dirt
dirt bike. Mine's metal.
Yours is metal?
Yeah.
Well, just, it covers the tank and stuff.
No, the whole thing. It's got entirely metal fairings.
You have an old bike?
No, 2014. It weighs like 600 pounds.
How do you go dirt bike riding on that thing? You can't. It's too heavy.
It's 500cc.
Hey, come sit.
Shoes.
Come sit.
Work shoes.
I don't know.
I left them by
I'm on right now.
slide.
Son. Come sit.
I gotta go.
Okay. He's late for work.
Juanita says, "Does my cousin have a message for me?"
No. But I do believe you'll see a lot of birds doing a lot of weird things if we give that till about summertime. And I mean intensely a lot. A lot.
Sally says, "Is Kelvin going to be my husband?"
If you don't give him an ultimatum and if you can be happy, because you seem to be just picking at everything right now, and you just have to stop. You just have to enjoy your life. You just have to be happy internally and externally, and just give it some time and just get your brain off thinking about all this and just put it in God's hands and let him handle it, because it'll work out.
AR says, "Hi Chris, when will my house start to get built?"
I would say 2 years.
That's cool. I'd like to build my own, build and design my own house. Sounds like fun.
I would like to do it if I didn't have to live there while I was doing it.
No, if you didn't have to live
Because
there.
I remodeled this family room in
Yeah.
here, and I mean, I didn't know what I was doing, and oh my gosh. it
No,
took
having to
forever.
live somewhere while it's being built or remodeled is miserable, but if I got to just have the fun.
But I
to-
designed, well, Steve DeBridge designed my backyard, but I mean, I get that pink paint, and I would put the walkways in, and I'd walk it and see how comfortable it was to walk and things like that. So I'm still happy with it after 25 years later. It still works out well for me. But yeah, building a house would be a great thing.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun, building it to exactly what I want. That sounds like a lot of fun.
You know, it reminds me, I was starting to do that before I found this place. But what I was doing is I was going to like Florida Digest, or I forget the name of the magazines, and just buying up the magazines, and then I would find the kitchen I want, and I was making a scrapbook of everything I want. My style has totally changed now. Like, for instance, I would go to like stainless steel appliances where my refrigerator would be clear glass through, even though you see the stuff inside. I like it. And then I'd do the Wolf big, huge, heavy duty industrial kind of ovens. Not that I really know how to cook that well, but. And then I would make a massive island in the front, because for some reason we just eat in our island in the kitchen before going to the table or going into the dining room. We just eat there. So
It's way more
I would
convenient to
just-
eat right next to the stove.
I would put one of those Benihana grills in there and just cook to our heart's content.
If I had my own
I'm so
custom-
hungry
yeah.
though right now. I'm
No,
so
me too.
hungry.
If I had my own custom kitchen, I would make so much kinds of food. Just make it to exactly what I want.
You know what I'm starting to do though? I'm starting to get away from meats. I mean, I haven't had steak in probably, I don't know, 40 years or something like that, because we were really poor, and we had liver and onions, and my mom told me it was steak sold out. It just tastes like that and stuff. So anyway, with that, but liver and onions, no, not good.
Krista says, "Will my husband and I buy a house next summer?"
I believe summer, winter, spring, summer, fall.
AR says, "How many past lives have I had?"
If you count the one you're doing, this would be your 23rd.
Let's...
Wow, look at those emojis. God bless you. Bless you too.
Andrea says, "Steak is very yummy." I agree.
Everybody likes it except for me. But I'm getting more and more away from meats altogether. I really am.
Trying
I
to
get my
become a
I get my
vegetarian?
protein in, huh?
You trying to become a vegetarian?
No, I'm just not really digging on the chicken anymore that much. I like fish.
I don't like chicken. I think it's very dry most of the time.
It depends on who's cooking it.
Most of the people who cook chicken cook it very dry and very just not very good.
Well, you don't want raw chicken, I know that, but
My girlfriend went to culinary school, so she has all that chef training and stuff, and she still cooks chicken very dry. I can't eat it.
so the schooling didn't take, or
I guess it's a taste
You're
thing.
gonna take the fifth on that? Okay.
I guess
That's
it's a taste thing.
Yeah, okay.
I'm really glad she's not watching because she'd get mad at me if I said that. But I eat it. Just don't do
Well, I
it.
know you're not. Why you don't invite me over for dinner? No, I'm just kidding. More questions?
Jijit says, do you see our court stuff going our way with my dad's estate?
Eventually, yes, but it's just one, hurdle after the next. You're just gonna have to jump through a lot of hoops, a lot of red tape, but you'll get it done. It'll be okay. Look at all the turtles. Who's the turtles?
I was gonna talk about that one. Tanya says, will my tortoise have babies?
Eventually, absolutely, yes.
Catherine says, what is the best place for me to live?
Best person for the place for you to live. I would say Carolinas, California, Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Santa Fe, New Mexico. I've never been. It's a cool place.
I liked it, except where I was, I think the elevation was really high, and it was really hard for me to breathe. I remember that distinctively.
You're not a big mountains person?
Not at 16,000. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was pretty high.
I have a house in Oakhurst. I forget the exact elevation of the city, but it's a few thousand feet. It's right
Is it
next
by
to
Bass
Yosemite.
Lake?
Yeah, Bass Lake. It's that area.
Oh, okay. Willie, I'm on this. No, I don't know where your shoes are, son. I'm sorry.
I left them outside.
Any more questions?
Andrea says, who is the man I should be with?
You don't know the man that you're going to be with. Timeline on this, I think it'll be about 2 years and 2 months. And I think he'll have dark hair, being black, brown eyes, and the first initial letter D. And I believe you'll meet him at some type of a dating service. So I would do that. I think that'll work out well for you.
Terrence says, what are my life's themes?
Your primary theme is warrior. Your secondary theme is catalyst.
Let's see. Dawn says, will my son get a new job?
Not right now, no. And I don't think until, I would say, next year, and it'll be around July.
Excuse me. Crystal says, will my dad survive chemotherapy?
Yes. Absolutely. He's a strong one. He's a good guy. But listen, I want to thank everyone for coming and being on with me today. We love you guys. Stay uplifted. Wednesday, remember, get the time on that because we're unsure about the time, but we'll be here on Wednesday. And that's because a lot of you have reached out saying that you work weekends and graveyard and things like that. So we're trying to put some on the week for you. And we'll be putting out more videos. And thank you, members, for supporting us. God bless. Stay uplifted. Bye-bye. Okay, where is this at now, Chris?
I got you. No worries.
Can't find it. There you go.
You done?
Leave my son coming in here doing that.